Was the near catastrophic car crash involving Meghan and Harry faked? Seems like there's a bit of evidence popping up that might prove that it was. Hey guys, I'm your host Lauren, and today we're going to be counting down the top 10 signs that Meghan and Harry's car chase never really happened. Let's get into it. Number 10, we have the New York Police Department. The alleged car chase happened when Harry and Meghan were leaving an event in Manhattan. The event was Miss Foundation Woman of Vision Awards, where Meghan was being honored as one of the year's Women of Vision. The couple and Meghan's mother claimed to have been relentlessly pursued after leaving the event with their driver, who drove them in an SUV. But if the chase was as near catastrophic and highly aggressive as the couple has claimed, then where was the police involvement? Reportedly, the whole situation was 2 hours and had many near collisions with drivers, pedestrians, and 2 police officers. Just recently, the New York Times reported that the NYPD concluded that the incident requires no further investigation. In their statement, they basically indicated that they aren't believing the claims of how bad it was, and reportedly said that they believe no one broke any laws. Police officials have acknowledged that the car chase did become chaotic, and went on to say numerous photographers made their transport challenging, and added there were no reported collisions, summons, injuries, or arrests. An anonymous law enforcement source even had some opinions on the whole thing, saying they should have just gotten to a hotel for the safety of everyone. Instead, they were cheap and wanted a free place to stay. Going on to tell Page 6, if they had just paid up and got a hotel, this supposed dangerous paparazzi chase would have never happened. The source explained that the situation would have looked like, adding, they would have driven back to the Carlisle, been photographed going inside, and that would have been the end of it. Number 9, photo and video evidence. The lack of direct evidence has many confused. If there were as many photographers chasing them as there is claimed to be, then where are the photos and videos, and where are witness photos? Typically in high-profile events like this, there is at least something that will find its way to social platforms. But for this incident, there is seemingly very little. Harry and Meghan have looked to want to get a hold of any photos first though. The couple's legal team sent a letter to a photo agency that snapped the photos, Backgrid, and said, immediately provide us with the copies of all photos, videos, and films. Backgrid responded with its own letter, saying, in America, as I'm sure you know, property belongs to the owner. Third parties can't just demand it be given to them, as perhaps kings can do. The shade really doesn't go unnoticed. The photo agency didn't stop there though, and stood by their photographers. In a statement released regarding the incident, they said they had no intention of causing any distress or harm, as their only tool was their cameras. A few of the photos even show Meghan Markle smiling in the cab. Could this be why Harry and Meghan wanted to get a hold of the photos first? Number 8, witnesses. Seems like many witnesses don't feel the car chase was quite as dramatic as Harry and Meghan and their team are making it out to be. A photographer who was on the scene at the time told People that it is sensational to even describe the car chase as near catastrophic. The photographer said, nobody got a ticket or arrested. I don't see how it was near catastrophic other than a crazy hyperbole. Another source added, at any point they could have gone to a police station or pulled into a garage. The photo agency Backgrid even claimed that it was Harry and Meghan's security escort who was driving erratically. They said the photographers report that one of the 4 SUVs from Prince Harry's escort was driving in a manner that could be received as reckless. Going on to say the vehicle was seen blocking off streets, and in one video it is shown being pulled over by the police. We do want to point out that according to photographers present, there were no near collisions or near crashes during the incident. Harry and Meghan have also claimed that the ordeal was 2 hours long as they were chased throughout the city, but a high-ranking source just doesn't agree. They revealed there were no collision reports or 911 calls, and the chase definitely wasn't 2 hours. Number 7, security lawsuit. Could the timing of this situation just be a little too coincidental? Harry has had various problems over the years with security and the media, but more recently he has been in a legal battle for permission to pay for his own police protection in the UK. Harry sued the UK Home Office for a ruling that private individuals who have been denied police bodyguards should not be allowed to pay for them to be reinstated. Harry was stripped of his taxpayer-funded security when he decided to quit as a working royal back in 2020, and has been looking to get this reinstated ever since. But could this denial of paying for police protection force Harry and Meghan to feel that they had to prove they needed it with the car chase? The timing of this paparazzi story and the filing of the lawsuit has definitely struck up some suspicions. Number 6, Diana. The car chase is definitely similar to the heartbreaking story that we've heard before involving Harry's mother, Diana. Back in 1997, Diana and her boyfriend were in a black Mercedes when their driver tried to get away from a swarm of paparazzi. He hit a pillar in a tunnel, and unfortunately all 3 individuals in the car did pass pass away. Harry has been outspoken about his feelings towards the photographers who caused the crash. In the documentary Diana 7 Days, Harry said, "One of the hardest things to come to terms with is the fact that the people who chased her into the tunnel were the same people that were taking photographs of her while she was still passing away in the back seat of the car." Harry reportedly told his friends after the fact that this is the closest he's ever felt to understanding what his mother went through. Meghan's half-sister Samantha even has some thoughts on this and insists that Meghan has an eerie obsession with the late Princess Diana. Samantha appeared on GV News after reports came out about the car chase. She said, "From the stories of wearing Diana's perfume on their first date to being seen in photographs mimicking her every move, to reportedly even channeling Diana and putting her hands on stones, I think there seems to be an obsession." Samantha went on to say, "Let's not forget the lifetime drama escaping the palace, when at the end she is depicted dying similarly to how Diana did. And if that's not a little bit eerie and that's not a little bit obsessed, then please tell me what is." Samantha shared her belief that this is all in order to invoke Diana passing. She shared her speculation saying, "Princess Diana is being evoked for convenience seemingly every time Harry and Meghan don't get their way or they want a PR opportunity." Number 5. New York traffic. With New York being full of traffic, it has many speculating how legitimate a full-on chase claim really is. Whoopi Goldberg made her opinions known during a segment on The View. She said, "When you use that kind of verbiage, know your credibility will be cut in half, because New Yorkers will say nobody moves that fast." Going on to say, "I think people know that if it was possible to have car chases in New York, we'd all be making it to the theater on time." This car chase also led TikTokers to take to their social media to show how difficult it really would be to have a car chase in New York. In one video, a TikTok user shows a typical New York street filled with traffic. One person commented, "They could have gotten out of the car and ran faster." And another added, "Every man, woman, and child carries a phone, but no videos of this for 2 hours. Sure." Number 4. Switching cars. The switching of cars definitely had a few people suspicious, with many people questioning why would they leave the safety of their SUV to get into a random taxi. Reportedly, the paparazzi drove on the sidewalk, ran red lights, and drove the wrong way on a one-way street during the whole of the chase, according to TMZ. There were 6 vehicles allegedly following them with blacked out windows. The police ended up intervening and led them to a police station, as reported by the Associated Press. After staying there for approximately 15 minutes, they left in a taxi. This left a few social media users concerned as to why they would leave their car for a cab, rather than being escorted in their own car by police to their destination. Instead, after 10 minutes in the first cab ride, the security official that was accompanying the couple and Meghan's mother asked the driver to return to the original location. But after a garbage truck blocked the path, one of the royals insisted they return to the police station. A video posted by TMZ showed the couple in a cab, stuck in traffic and being photographed. The cab was then finally escorted by the NYPD along with flashing lights to their final destination. But it does leave more questions though, because why would they need to switch cars in order to outrun the paparazzi? Why didn't they just ask the police escort in the first place? Number 3. The other royals give no comment. With the event looking like it is nearly history repeating itself, many look to the palace to give a statement. But with the royals refusing to comment on anything Harry or Meghan does, it looks like this situation was no exception. When Us Weekly asked the palace for a statement, they simply responded by saying, "This is not something we're commenting on." Considering how similar this event was to the 1997 car crash, many were expecting more of a reaction from the other working royals, but it looks like this will never come. One social media user commented on this and said, "The palace knows that no comment is a comment." Another added saying, "The decline to comment from the royal family is loud." Number 2. Sympathy. Another speculation that this car chase could be more exaggerated than it really was is that Harry and Meghan could be looking for sympathy, considering their mixed reviews in the media. The couple has done various interviews and Netflix specials that have shown viewers a look into their life as a modern royal. But with Harry's tell-all memoir, the couple gained a label as being a bit controversial. In the memoir, Harry claims that his brother William physically attacked him, as well as accusing his father, King Charles, of being selfish. Though a few saw this book as being informative and even humanizing the royal family, other readers thought that he was just sharing a little bit too much and not making himself look good in the process, with one reader even saying Harry is now just as entitled as the others. With this and the fact that he just recently attended King Charles' coronation solo, could the couple be exaggerating the situation in order to gain back some of their fans? Number 1. The taxi driver. In order to get away from the paparazzi, Harry, Meghan, Meghan's mother, and the security personnel all hopped into a cab. So what does the cab driver who was in the chase have to say about this whole incident? Chris Sanchez, who is a member of the couple's security team, said, "I have never experienced anything like this. What we were dealing with was very chaotic. There were a dozen vehicles, miles. It could have been fatal. But it doesn't seem like the taxi driver, Mr. Singh, agrees. He shared to the Washington Post, "They kept following us and they were coming next to the car. They took pictures as we were stopped and they were filming us." Going on to say, "I don't think I would call it a chase. I never felt like I was in danger. It wasn't like a car chase in the movie. They were quiet and they seemed scared, but it's New York, it's safe." He revealed that the entire journey with the group only lasted about 10 minutes. Mr. Singh also explained that the paparazzi weren't being aggressive, sharing, "They were behind us. I mean, they stayed on top of us, but that was pretty much it. It was nothing more. They kept their distance." Well, that's all we have for you guys today. Let us know in the comments below what you think of the car chase and if it really happened or not. And we'll see you in the next one.